All right, guys. AJ will be here in about 1 minute, but Eddie's going to kick off. If you've got any questions on the floor for Eddie.
Thanks, Matt. I just wanted to come out here because obviously it's 3:42 and everyone's on the 9 o'clock, I think, back to London. So AJ will just be a couple of minutes. I thought I'd come. If you've got any questions, fire away in the meantime.
Eddie, emphatic from AJ linking up with Ben Davison. Do you think that'll be the go-to from now on? We saw punch perfect pretty much from the minute the first round started.
Yeah, I mean, AJ's always looking to, as he said, chase greatness and improve. Ben has been a fantastic addition to the team. Obviously, it wasn't just the 6 weeks that he had for Otto Wallin, it was the weeks before that where he was training in the UK. Barry, Lee Wiley, they've proved to be an incredible training camp this year, a great training camp for a number of fighters. And, Ben said to me this week, wait till you see AJ perform this week. And I was hopeful that we'd see that, and we saw it. So they deserve a lot of credit as well.
Radio Raheem, I saw you in the ring after the fight and was curious if you had any comments about the Wilder performance. I know Joshua passed on that. What do you have to say about what you saw Wilder do in the ring tonight?
Yeah, I mean, look, obviously Joe, we're so happy for Joe. We had signed the Wilder contract. It was going to be announced tonight, but it's boxing, and it's one that we believed we would win. And, if anyone was going to beat him, I was pleased it was Joe. He looked terribly out of sorts. I didn't really give him a round. Even when the referee was reading out the decision, he was raising his hands as if he might get the decision. So it was a strange performance, but we can only take care of what we do. And obviously Anthony tonight put in a performance to put the heavyweight division on notice. And now here he is. And obviously Freddie Cunningham, 258, Ben Davison, AJ, myself. We're going to keep this to about 15 minutes, guys, because of the time. So over to the floor for questions.
Hi, this is a question for AJ. Hi, AJ, it's Aisha here from iBoxing Hub. All week, people have been talking about your focus. What are the things that actually affect your focus? And I know previously you've spoken about your belief in God. Is that something that's affected your focus in in a positive way, obviously?
In a positive way. So in terms of focus, when you're in training camp, you're around the same faces day in, day out for, let's say, 11 weeks. And then on the week of the fight, now you open yourself up to media obligations, questions about your future, etc., etc. So one has to stay focused, even though he's now opening himself up to media obligations, the bright lights of Saudi Arabia, the boulevard, it looks really good, your family's traveling out here. I need to keep my mind on the fact that I'm here to do a job and I'm in for a serious fight. But with prayer, some people call it meditation, some people call it deep thinking. You keep your mind on track, keep focused. I call it prayer. And I just pull myself back, put my feet on the ground, and God answered my prayers today, and I was victorious. I prayed for Wallin as well. I see him getting stitched up. He'll be all right, and he'll return to fight another day.
Oh, hi, Eddie. Rahul here from Punch Out Boxing. I don't know if you remember about 18 months ago, I put it to you that it could be prudent for AJ to forego the Usyk rematch to give him a chance to maybe have tune-ups where he can work on things without that extra jeopardy of fighting an elite fighter. Do you think these 3 tune-ups this year, because of that activity that AJ's missed out on, because of the championship level fights, do you think that's helped him? And question for Ben as well, how many levels more do you think you can get out of AJ? Because unlike, say, Usyk, AJ has yet to probably reach his ceiling. It looks like he's still improving in his 30s.
Yeah, firstly, I'd like to say that Otto Wallin was number 2 with the IBF. He was due to fight for the world title, so that's elite level. I think it says everything that you almost look at Otto Wallin as a tune-up. That's because Anthony Joshua is at elite level. But yeah, look, every fight's fight by fight. We had a fantastic camp, great performance, and we'll go from there.
AJ, Eddie just said that the Deontay Wilder fight was signed. I mean, how disappointed and annoyed are you? You've done your job tonight and you did it brilliantly. How annoyed are you that he didn't and that fight now seems to be dead?
I'm not too sure what can happen from here, but I'm sure from a fan perspective, they'll be more annoyed. For me, I always understand how this game is. It's, you never know. This is elite level boxing. The day reckoning was an amazing card. Wilder just came up short, but he'll live to fight another day. Me and him could still get it on. We could still get it cracking. I believe I'm a massive threat. I still think Wilder's a threat, and I still think it does amazing numbers if we get it on. But I'll leave that down to my management, trainers, promoters to make the decision. I'm down to fight anyone, whenever, and whoever.
Josh, because the Wilder fight was sort of more or less done, as most of us knew, you weren't really being pestered about what would happen next. You weren't being asked about retirement, but 2 times in this week, you said, if I don't win Saturday, there's no future. Would that have been the end for you if you hadn't won tonight?
Oh, no, not the end. Like, I think it's amazing what Parker done tonight. He came up short against Joe Joyce and he showed resilience. It pays off. Daniel Dubois came up short a few times, showed resilience. It pays off. You should only give up when that competition within yourself, that competitive spirit dies. So for me personally, I'm a fierce competitor. You can ask my pals, like whether it's spelling games, whether it's chess, whatever it may be, Wordle, we all compete with each other. And I think that you should always try and find that winning streak again, even if you're coming up short a few times. So the win pushes us onto higher heights. That's the great thing about boxing. But if you come short, definitely keep on striving for greatness if you're a competitor. So I would have never given up if I fell short today. No way.
Sherry Abbasi for TKO Boxing. Anthony, first of all, congratulations on the victory. Just wanted to ask,
I can't see. Yes, there you go.
Sorry. Over the years, we've been told you're quite an inquisitive person. You like to know why, not just do this and do that. Obviously, Ben Davison is known for his IQ and teaching.
And I can't hear properly. Sorry.
Louder. Loud as you can.
Oh, sorry. I was saying Ben Davison's known for his IQ and sort of teaching people the little nuances. How important has that been in this camp to teach you to sort of change a game and find that sort of killer instinct again? Because tonight we saw you throwing those right hands, the pull counter, all these little things that you've done previously against southpaws, like Charles Martin when you won the world title. How important has he been for you this training camp?
You know what's interesting? I think Ben can answer that question a lot better than I can because he's a vet. No, it's not a veteran because he's still young, but he's a scholar of the game. And when we spoke, he saw what I've been trying to achieve in the business. And you know when someone understands you and a light bulb comes on and you just finally get it? And that was it. So he still pushed me towards trying to achieve what I'm achieving. He hasn't tried to change me. He still pushed me towards what I'm trying to achieve, but he's done it in a way where, because he knows boxing, he knows what I'm trying to do and he knows how to get it out of me in a way. You would have to ask him, but I don't want him to say too much because it's quite articulate and will give away quite a lot as well. But he switched the light bulb on in me this training camp, and I want to give a thanks to Ben Heine as well for pushing me to go down to Harlow and train. I was like, bro, I'm not going down Harlow, bro. I'm staying at Finchley. I was I'm staying at Finchley, bro. And we went down there, and I appreciate your time as well.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, I appreciate your time. And I'm not going to say too much, but it's been good. It's been good, and I appreciate my team for pushing me in that direction.
As you talk sports here, AJ, a lot of people have said the best version of you is when you stick it on opponents and you're strong and you're powerful. But tonight, you showed that you can be a smart boxer and you really picked him apart. Do you think that you proved that tonight?
Once again, I'm not here to rate myself. This is another question that you would have to ask my team. But we spoke about what does it mean to stick it on someone. That means that anyone can come into the boxing gym and be a world champion or be successful there's a lot more to it than that. And as I said, the light bulb has been switched on, and we're on the same page for sure. But in terms of, was it good? Am I doing the right thing? I'm just following the instructions. You'll have to ask my team how they felt about my performance.
Anthony, Andrew McCart, IFL TV. You mentioned earlier, you said if you had the choice between three-time world champion or Deontay Wilder, you'd pick three-time world champion. Now with Wilder
So
losing...
let me explain that scenario to you. So let's say, for example, there was an option to fight for the heavyweight championship of the world or fight an opponent. I would always choose the heavyweight championship of the world because that is the creme de la creme, the most prestige title that you can win in boxing. Now, there is no title on the line. So if there's no title on the line, what does that mean? I'm going to fight Deontay Wilder. But the question that was asked is, what would you rather fight for? I would rather fight for the title. Now, the next question should be, but Anthony, there's no title on the line, so what would you like to do next? I would fight Deontay Wilder. So the question has to be correct in order to get the right answer. I answered the question. I didn't answer the way they wanted me to answer. I just answered the question that was provided to me. But I hope that clears up what the guy was trying to get out of me. But I've made it clear now is that I'm keen to fight anyone. But this week was fully focused on Otto Wallin.
Hi AJ, over here to your left. German fans, the Zone Germany, also Ring Life Germany. I guess you haven't seen the fight of Ajit against Aslanbek Mahmudov today, but I know you know him, so could you tell for the German fans what do you think about Ajit and his performance and also his future in this division?
I've known Ajit for a long time. Me and Ajit have done many good rounds together in the gym. We work together. I spar Ajit's previous opponent, Agron. They had a great fight together. I know Ajit is a fierce heavyweight in the division. I was going to fight Ajit if I wasn't going to fight the Day of Reckoning. We was in negotiations. And the reason why I wanted to fight him because he's undefeated. He's a great fighter. And I want to test myself and challenge myself and put my skills up against his skills. I think Ajit can go a long way if he stays dedicated, which I'm sure he will. And I'm sure me and him will meet very soon.
This is a question. It's Gareth over here. To your right, Anthony.
Right, Gareth.
Gareth Davis. Could I ask this question to both you, Anthony, and to Eddie? It could well open up if Fury and Usyk fight on February the 17th, that the IBF title is available and Flip Hrgovic obviously is mandatory for that. Is that a fight you would like next? Is Hrgovic an opponent you'd like to fight for the IBF title to both Anthony and Eddie?
Yeah, I mean, for me, firstly, Anthony always will make the final decision. He's always takes advice, but he's the boss and he'll make the decision. He wants to become a three-time world heavyweight champion, so that could be an option, but there is a lot to play out with the IBF. It's not just a case of on February the 18th that belt will become vacant, because it won't. Now, if we're all involved in a situation together, i.e. here, maybe it does become vacant. But listen, I have to be honest, I would love to see him fight Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury can beat Alexander Usyk, I would love to see him fight Tyson Fury. I love that fight. I hope that Tyson can be triumphant in that fight, but we'll go away now. Obviously, going into tonight, we had our plans for March. Now we've got to reassess. Does he want to fight in March? We'll speak to Ben. You know, I know he'll want to stay active, I think, but I think he's in a wonderful position. I think that was a statement to say he's the man. He's the man to watch in 2024.
Can I ask Anthony then, would he rather fight Tyson Fury?
Oh.
Or, yeah, exactly.
Don't put me in this position. Would I rather fight who?
It's a cute Tyson Fury. Would you like to fight Tyson Fury?
Or who?
Or Hrgovic?
100% Tyson Fury, but I'm not dodging Hrgovic, by the way. I'll fight Hrgovic as well.
Does that put Ben in a difficult situation?
What's that?
Does that put Ben Davison in an interesting situation?
Unnecessary questions. Unnecessary.
Good night and thank you.
Right, just a couple more, guys, before we wrap up.
Hi, Anthony.
Hello.
I'm sure you'll be tuning in to watch Fury Usyk on the 17th. I just wondered if we could get your thoughts on what you think will happen. What do you expect to see?
I'll try and be here. I tend not to go to many fights, but Saudi's putting on really good shows, and that's an iconic fight. So I'll try and get out here with my team. I think it's going to be a really, really good fight. If I'm going to be straight up, I'm leaning towards Usyk. But who knows? Who knows, innit? They're both at the top of their game. I wish them well. I hope they have a great training camp. And once that fight's out of the way, the heavyweight division opens up again, and all of us can start leading towards becoming champions. And I think I can't believe how great this card was. So many potential matchups, potential future stars on the card. So 2024 is going to be a big year for the heavyweight division. So I'm leaning towards Usyk. I'll be out here, potentially, and I can't wait to see them fight. And as I said, this card was amazing. It's going to showcase the next superstars of the heavyweight division.
Yes, AJ, congratulations with the win. Joel Bayer here representing for TNT Sports. I want to talk about your preparation, right? So you came here, you were focused, a little bit short sometimes with the media. You just wanted to get it done and over with, right? Do you reckon that's probably the main reason why we saw you be the best that you've probably been in the last couple of years?
Not necessarily. Not because of the media. As the lady asked earlier, we have to stay focused, and I'm not short with the media, but I have to stay switched on. I don't want to lose my focus by coming out fight week and doing a load of media commitments. Now I would sit with you guys for hours.
No, it's fine.
No, we got to go soon.
But in terms of like the performance, I'll put that down to the Ben Davison Academy, man. They got a great team. And people it's like, oh, Joshua, just throw punches. As I said, if it was like that, everyone would be a champion. But they work extremely hard, and as I said, the light bulb switched. And I've been searching, and I'm really impressed with what they brought to the table. As I said, they're very articulate, attention to detail, just like myself, and I just want to do well, and they helped me do well tonight. And if you're going to call that my best performance, I want to give thanks to the Ben Davison Academy.
Come on now.
AJ, David here.
Yep.
How's
David
it going?
Loka. Cheek you.
Come on. First of all, just a major congratulations on the victory today.
Thank you, sir.
We spoke a couple of months ago and you stressed how much you wanted to fight 3 times this year. We're all glad that you did. Can we expect that same level of activity in 2024?
Well, yeah. For me, I would love to speak to the team. It's a great question to ask my team. Ben, Fred, Ed, do you want to fire away and speak about what the plans are? I've got a great team that look after me and take care of a lot of things where I can just focus on being the best fighter I can be. So if anyone else wants to lead that question.
Yeah, I think we'll all talk together as a team. I think it was so refreshing to see you fight 3 times this year, because with the belts and with COVID and with mandatories, it's so difficult to get that activity, and I think that was a big plus. And we want to thank Saudi Arabia as well and His Excellency Turki Al-Sheikh, because it looked like December was going to pass us by.
Facts.
And we got a call with 6 weeks to go against a tricky southpaw, and AJ and Ben and Fred, they just said, yep. And, without this opportunity tonight, we wouldn't have got those 3 fights in 2023. So we'll sit down as a team with 258 and Ben and then map out. But, having fought on December 23 with a plan to fight in March or whenever, 3 fights can definitely be an option for 2024 as well. Right, guys, last question, okay?
Yes. Hi, I'm Narjis from MBC channel. Tell us about the support that given to you from your family and your friends and how affected positively. And by the way, your smiling is so beautiful. Stay smiling.
Me or Eddie?
You.
All right, cheers.
You and Eddie.
I forgot the question now.
Was that one to me?
You say about my smile? What was the question?
It was the effect of your friends and family to your victory.
Look, Saudi Arabia is amazing, yeah. They had a great time. So they had so much to do that they wasn't really worried about me. And they enjoyed the event. The whole card was phenomenal. So they came, they had a good time. My family's actually became boxing fans. Some of my family have fought before. and some of them haven't. And the ones that haven't actually enjoyed the show, the whole setup. So they let me focus. They understand that even though their nephew, brother, son, cousin, whatever it may be, is fighting, it's not just entertainment. He needs to focus. And they leave me to do my job. And we'll catch up another time. So yeah, I want to say thank you to Saudi Arabia. Also, I want to say thank you to David Ganser from 258 Management. I didn't realize he was so loved. Stand up, my busky. Yeah, we're pulling this show together. Last minute, you've done your thing. I appreciate you so much. Honestly, thank you so much for pulling this show together, getting us back on that gravy train. Anybody looking for management from any walks of life in sport, shout out 258 Management. They do a great job. I recommend them, and I think that's the wrap now. Yeah, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
What an end to 2023.
Merry Christmas.
We'll see you all in 2024. God bless.